These provide hot water on demand, as opposed to storing it in a tank and experiencing that standby heat loss we mentioned earlier. Also, just to clarify, on demand does not mean the water is instantaneous, even though you hear that term used all the time for these types of units. But think about it. It might actually take longer to get a hot water than with a conventional tanked unit. When the water is called on by the fixture, the unit has to first heat the water, then it still has to travel from the unit to the fixture. There are a couple main types of tankless water heaters. The first is what we commonly refer to as point of use units. These types are usually smaller, operate on electricity, and are used for specific locations like a single bathroom or an instant hot water fixture in a kitchen. In most cases, electric tankless water heaters would not be a good use for the entire home. Those types would be referred to as whole home units and probably operate on natural gas. Remember, with this type, we need to have both a gas supply and a way to expel those combustion gases. Natural gas units can be further classified as non-condensing or condensing, with that condensing one being the more popular, more efficient, and more expensive choice. We will talk more about these types in the upcoming slide when we delve into tankless unit operations. Let's talk about some pros and cons with tankless water heaters. There are several benefits to installing one of these units, and they are becoming more common, meaning they're going to be showing up on claims more and more often. First and foremost, there is no tank of water, so you can reduce the risk of property damage due to a major water loss if the tank fails. And another big benefit, especially nowadays with high utility costs, is the fact that they are much more efficient than traditional tank units. As a matter of fact, they can be up to 34% more efficient than most conventional gas units and up to double that compared to an older conventional unit. They also require less space and can be mounted on any interior wall where they can be vented to the outside. In warmer climates, they can even be installed on an exterior wall, so zero space inside the home would be needed. And if it did leak, there probably would not be any problem because it's already outside. These units also have a much longer lifespan, and with proper maintenance, they can easily last 20 years or more, which is probably double that of an average lifespan of a traditional tank unit. But they do have a few drawbacks, and the first is that they're much higher initial cost, which could be 2 to 3 times that to install versus a conventional gas water heater. They also have more sensitive electronic and computer type components, which are going to be at higher risk of damages and generally failures due to age-related wear and tear. Also, these units often get criticized for not being able to meet the very high demand of hot water, for example, if 2 showers are going at the same time. Sizing the unit to meet the demand is critical.